Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be making queso fresco. I've never made this before. I'm going to be trying it for the first time. So I've been following a few videos with the instructions. The three ingredients that you need are milk. We need vinegar, just regular white vinegar, and some salt. Okay, so I'm going to be doing half of a gallon of milk with a little bit less than half of a cup of vinegar. And then I will also need a coladora and or a cheesecloth. If you have a cheesecloth, that's great. So the first thing that I want to do is go ahead and get the milk nice and hot. I do want it to get really hot, but I don't want it to boil. So I will be stirring it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot, and just to make sure that it doesn't come to a boil either. Once it starts to bubble a little bit, then that's when you know that it's time to add the vinegar. Okay, you can start to see bubbles a little bit, but it's not quite boiling. We don't want it to boil, so we're gonna go ahead and start adding our vinegar now. I'm gonna turn down the temperature a little bit. And we're only gonna add about half of the vinegar for now. You can see that the texture is changing and the milk, the whey and the milk are getting separated. I'm going to turn it down all the way, and then I'm going to add the rest of the vinegar, so the remaining 2 ounces. I'm going to keep stirring just for a little bit. You see that it's now mostly separated. I'm actually going to turn off the burner. And then I'm gonna cover this and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. Okay, now that I've let this sit for about 15 minutes, I'm going to separate it from the whey. Right now it looks like cottage cheese, and I'm hoping that it doesn't look like that in a few hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to grab the cheese, and then I'm going to put it over this strainer and cloth. This cloth is clean, it's just a little stained, but it's clean. So I'm gonna just keep doing this. And so now that I have it all in here, I'm going to just press it down so that all of that whey goes underneath. I'm going to get rid of that whey. Once it's mostly strained, I'm just going to take this cloth and squeeze the excess liquid out of it. You do want to make sure that you do this because there is a lot of extra liquid in there that you don't realize is in there. Going to go ahead and show you what the cheese looks like now. Look at that. So it's back in the bowl now, and then at this point I'm going to add the salt. I'm gonna just start little by little, and then I will mix it all together. So while the cheese is still warm, and now that I've mixed in the salt, I'm going to add it to my container. It doesn't matter what container you use, but I'm gonna use this nice glass round container that I have. And as I'm adding it in there, I want to start pressing it down. I think it is important to add it in here while it's still warm, while the cheese is still warm, because it's going to make it more malleable. So it'll press down easier. So I'm going to just keep doing this until I feel like it's flat as I can get it. Now that I have the desired consistency, I'm going to go ahead and stop kneading it down. And I'm just going to cover it with some plastic or the lid when I find it. And then I'll put it in the fridge for a few hours, and I will let you know how it turns out.